My Jesus knows my name. When I'm sleeping or awake, no matter what I do, He'll never leave, His words are true. I tell Him what I love. I tell Him when I'm scared. I tell Him everything. Jesus is always there. I'm spinning round, I'm running free. I'm having fun, yeah, with my King. No one is like you, Jesus. No one like you. On really bad days, you are strong. When it's good, you laugh along. My best friend, my BFF, Jesus, that's you. My Jesus knows my name. When I'm sleeping or awake, no matter what I do, He'll never leave, His words are true. I tell Him what I love. I tell Him when I am scared. I tell Him everything. Jesus is always there. I'm spinning round, I'm running free. I'm having fun, yeah, with my King. No one is like you, Jesus. No one like you. On really bad days, you are strong. When it's good, you laugh along. My best friend, my BFF, Jesus, that's you. Best friends forever, BFF. Best friends forever, BFF. Best friends forever, my BFF, that's you. Best friends forever, BFF. Best friends forever, BFF. Best friends forever, my BFF, that's you. I'm spinning round, I'm running free. I'm having fun, yeah, with my King. No one is like you, Jesus. No one like you. On really bad days, you are strong. When it's good, you laugh along. My best friend, my BFF, Jesus, that's you. My best friend, my BFF, Jesus, that's you. My best friend, my BFF, Jesus, that's you.
Hey there, Chicken Nuggets. It's me, Carl. Welcome to Grow TV.
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl. Where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV.
I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to ask y'all a question. Okay, hypothetically, say you're on a pirate's boat. You're relaxing, eating a bean sandwich, drinking tuna fish oil straight out of a can, just having a good old time, right? Well, then out of nowhere, this pirate by the name of Tooth Tarley, who, if I'm going to be completely honest, needs a name change, because I only saw one tooth. Anyways, he comes over and challenges me to a classic pirate dance-off. Now, I'm not the one to shy away from a dance-off, but I'm a new pirate, and I don't know all the moves. So anyways, he started dancing, and he was like really good. And it was my turn. I didn't know what to do, so I created a move called the Sick Parrot. It's basically like you hike up your arms and your feet and you just kind of just move in and out. You know, like a sick parrot would. I don't know, it was terrible. But I couldn't think of anything. Then it was my turn again, so I did a move called the Curvy Scurvy. I moved so fast, I feel like I dislocated my hip. It was awful. As soon as I finished, people laughed. I felt like I made a fool of myself. And well now, I'm just mad. This guy embarrassed me in front of all these people. Well, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm not sure what I should do. Now, a normal good person would forget about it and move on. But I'm not a good person anymore, remember? I'm a pirate. So now the question is, what would a pirate do? Steal a ship? Fill his cupboard full of roaches? Take his peg leg? I don't know, but man, I just want to get some payback. Know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna head out. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Well, it looks like Carl has a big choice ahead of him. He could choose to get back at the other guy and try to get even, or Carl can choose to forgive and let go. What do you think you would do? Because I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of times in my life where I've felt like getting back at others. Because it's so easy to get angry and want to hurt others like they've hurt you. It's also tempting to live how we want to instead of listening and living how God wants us to. But that's our job. Jesus tells us that if we love him, we'll live how he did. Now, there are so many ways to describe Jesus, right? You could say he was patient, loving, kind, smart, honest, but one word that we don't usually mention, and it's just as important as the others, is that Jesus was wise. Jesus was so wise. If you remember, being wise is knowing the difference between what's right and wrong and choosing what's best. So you can imagine being wise as followers of God is something we should crave. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been promised something and the person broke that promise? How did that make you feel? Not great, right? Well, in the letters that James wrote to the church, we find out that God promises us something amazing. In James 1, it says this: "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." God promises that if we ask for wisdom, we're gonna get it. It's not maybe we'll get wisdom or we might get wisdom. It's a promise, a guarantee. How cool is that? So that means if you're in a tough spot and you have to choose between what's right and what's wrong, God is promising to help you by giving you wisdom. And this wisdom is the good wisdom. Let's read out of James chapter 3, verses 14 through 18. "But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder in every evil practice.
I don't want that kind of wisdom.
But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness." So it's telling us that there are two different types of wisdom. Wisdom that comes from earth, that's no good for us, and the other that's from heaven, which is very good for us. Also, Carl, what's up? Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Andrew. How's it going, man?
Really well, man. I was just talking with the kids, and I want to see how you're doing with that situation.
Well, I gotta be honest, I'm stuck. I don't really know what to do.
Let me ask you this. What do you think the right thing is to do?
Kick him?
What?
I mean, to be nice to him. Every part of me wants him to be embarrassed like he made me feel embarrassed. But
what?
Well, that's not the right thing to do. It's definitely not what Jesus would want me to do.
I think I can agree with you on that. But Carl, have you asked God for wisdom?
Not really. Why?
Well, you should, because God will give it to you.
You're totally right. Plus, I know the wise thing is to be like Jesus, and I can be wise by choosing to do what is good. And doing good is definitely not kicking people.
Well, our big idea today is I can be wise by choosing to do good. So let's say it out loud on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can be wise by choosing to do good. Excellent. Perfect. That is what I'm talking about. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Now, next week, we get to find out what treasure Carl is going to find. So please do not miss it. And we will see you next time on Grow TV. See you soon.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Grow TV.
Ephesians 5, verse 15. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Ephesians 5, verse 15. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise.